On the subject of saving money, you're doing some of that right here.
Yes.
And in part, it relates to enacting President Trump's DEI directives and pulling back on some of the nonsense that I know you and all the other agencies were spending money on, not you, but the intel community. Can you speak to a little bit of like what you found? Because you're doing your own Doge, you're doing DIG.
Yes.
So that's under you. You didn't out. So this is not one of the areas that Elon and Doge came into. You did it on your own, and I understand why. I mean, there's a lot of.
They are helping us. They have incredible tools and a lot of lessons learned through the work that they've done.
Okay.
And so they are helping us and allowing us the opportunity to be able to apply those here. So we're not trying to reinvent the machine at all, and we're able to get after the things we're looking for.
So how much is going out the door on DEI
quickly.
Programs and hires and so on?
So there was a DEI office that was immediately shut down, and that alone was a savings of around $20 million. But the thing that we just announced today, in fact, was the closure of this Office of Human Capital, completely different part of the organization. It turns out that it was an office where the previous administration kind of hid a bunch of their DEI people, knowing that this action was going to be taken by President Trump. And there was a slush fund there that they would use to fund people millions of dollars to go to DEI conferences and talk to other DEI people. And so we shut that down at a savings of $150 million today. But the thing that I think a lot of people would be surprised by, when I came in here, I was able to talk with some of the people who work here. DEI was such a priority that it was baked into the incentive structure for people to advance professionally here. And I would imagine it was very similar across the federal government, where some employees told me that they were put in a position where they had to spend half of their time working on DEI initiatives in order for them to be able to put it on their annual evaluation and therefore be noted as, oh, well, you are more likely to get promoted if you are spending this significant amount of time on this diversity, equity, inclusion initiatives. And for me, I'm like, how in the world would you spend half of your time on that?
Right.
What were you creating? And I don't really know the answer to that, but I do know the answer to our national security on that question. Because what that means is in the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, and we have people here who work from all across of these 18 intelligence elements, being put in a position where they're told, if you want to get promoted, if you want to advance in your career, the priority is not, are you delivering the best quality intelligence assessments and analysis to best inform the president's most critical decisions? No, you will advance professionally if you show that you're dedicating half of your day towards these DEI initiatives.
Your implicit bias.
Exactly.